Welcome everybody to the LED Cast, aka Video Podcast Series. I'm your host, Doug Nebelsberger, joined by my co-host, Rebecca Healy. And our special guest for the day is Richard Campbell, our Vice President of Quality and Engineering, and he is really, truly a quality guy. How's it going, guys?
Going great, Doug. Glad to be here.
Thanks for being here, Richard. Thanks for being here. How are you, Rebecca?
I'm doing very, very well. How are you?
Can't complain. Can't complain. It's solar madness. We're getting to the final 32 contestants today with an exciting announcement on some other ways to win some prizes. So make sure to keep listening here. Why don't we get started and get to know Richard a little bit better, Rebecca?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Richard, what jersey are you wearing today?
Well, Rebecca, I'm sitting out here in my lovely garage wearing a Blackhawks jersey. Go Hawks!
Go Hawks!
All right.
Go Hawks! Cue the Chelsea dagger. Da 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 da
Da da da da da da da.
I know that one. That's good. I actually know that song. Doug, what are you wearing today?
Well, continuing the jersey and the basketball theme, today we got a old school. It's weird to say that, but old school Derrick Rose jersey. And I purposely wore red today since we're talking about the red lamp with Richard Campbell, more technically known as the Class 1 Division 2 retrofit lamp. But yeah, the red lamp, as most people know it. So.
Do you have to blow your knee out to wear that jersey?
Rebecca, take it away. Next question.
Will do. Hey, Richard, so we're all missing sports and we want to get to know you better. So I've got a couple sports questions for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready as I'll ever be here, Rebecca.
All right. What is your favorite sports team?
My favorite sports team today would be the Arsenal Gunners. They're an English Premier League team. So I can tell, Rebecca, that I've confused you, but that's all right. I'm an international man of mystery, and I like all things sports.
What an answer.
I love it. I love it, Richard. All right. And your favorite sports movie?
I'm going to have to kick it back to the Wayback Machine today. I'm going to say Chariots of Fire is probably my favorite sports movie. So that might have been before you were born, Rebecca, but I really enjoyed that movie quite a bit when I was a teen.
Yes, I am very, very young, so it was way before my time.
I don't have any quick one-liners to recite from that one. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
And your favorite sport growing up was?
Well, I really enjoyed playing the sport of soccer when I was growing up. In fact, I played it all the way up through college, so I really enjoyed that quite a bit.
Now, Richard, I really thought you were going to say basketball with how tall you are.
Well, that's a little hobby of mine. You know, I don't mind dunking on somebody every once in a while, and it's good to maintain fitness as well. But yeah, soccer was my true passion, but basketball came naturally.
Very nice.
Awesome. Thank you, Richard, for sharing a little bit of insights. What would you say, you're a man of international mystery? I like that. International
man of mystery, not a national man of
mystery.
That's right.
Not to be confused with the most interesting man. So let me cue this up and remind everybody what we're doing today. This is the LED cast where we learn, we connect, and probably, and most importantly, we have some fun. If you haven't checked out solera-solar.com, check it out, our new solar branded landing page. And if you're not following Rebecca on Instagram, check out Retrofitting Rebecca. Great content. The posts, the likes, they just keep going up by the day. So check that out. And today we're going to reveal the round 3 winners, part 2. So this is the last group that's moving on to the round of 32, which is getting all so close to those prizes. And to give you guys a reminder of what those prizes are, Rebecca?
Yeah, absolutely. Frida, my dog, last time she ruined it for everybody. So she's outside and I'm ready to let you know what you're going to win if you continue advancing. All right, so for the Solera 16, this Yeti Rambler 14-ounce mug with a standard lid is the toughest camp mug out there. Well, I should say it's double wall vacuum insulated cup, keeps your coffee hot, your chili hot, your oatmeal hot, you name it. It's going to keep it hot. Now, if you're advanced to the Innovate 8, you've got a 26-ounce bottle with a chug cap that's perfect for all day long adventures. So no matter what journey your day takes you on, you can rely on cold beverages to be cold and your hot beverages to stay hot. So hope you win this. Yep. And then for the Friday 4, you will win $100. Woo woo.
Boom. Most likely sent in a gift card form.
Right.
And if you make it to the championship but don't win,
the runner-up will receive $250.
That's an upgrade. And the grand champion of Solar Madness
will receive not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but $500.
Do you have one of those laying around, Rebecca?
I do not.
Is that from Monopoly there, that bill?
I don't know, but if it is, you will get a $500 gift card instead.
Oh, okay. I should have tried harder earlier on in this tournament.
So, so like I mentioned, we have Richard Campbell, our Vice President of Quality and Engineering on today. He's going to talk about one of our famous lamps, the red lamp, the hazardous retrofit lamp, our LED-8929. So with that, Richard, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right, thanks, Doug. Yeah, I just want to reintroduce or introduce to you for the very first time our hazardous location retrofit kit, better known as the 8929 lamp. So it comes in 24 watts and in one color at 5700 Kelvin. So it's a very bright light for you to retrofit all of your hazardous location fixtures. We have both bases available, the Edison and Mogul, and you can see there the rating for it is Class 1 Div 2 currently. So that's what if you have that type of fixture, we'll talk about the specific fixtures later, but it's only for Class 1 Div 2 fixtures, all classifications there as far as the gases go. It has a T code of T5, and what that means is that it does not get very warm or very hot on the surface. So that anywhere where you currently have a hazardous location fixture, our lamp is most likely going to have a better T rating than the current lamp you have today. It is UL certified. So one of the biggest questions we always get is this thing UL certified? Can I really do this? The answer is absolutely yes. It is UL. And so you're going to be able to use that in your retrofit. And then one of the things we'll also talk about is the fact that it only has a 45-degree ambient as opposed to the 50 of our ordinary location lamps. And then, I add there again, so this thing your fixture will retain UL once you retrofit it. So those are some key points about the lamp.
Richard, a quick, more of a technical question, not so much on our lamp, but the difference between Division 1 and Division 2, I think some have to do with always being present versus the possibility of being present, something like that.
Yeah, so Class 1, that refers to, it's a gas location. Class 2 is a dust, and Class 3 is the fibers and flying. So that's the medium of what's going to explode if something goes wrong. But the division has to do with whether it's there in normal operation or not. So Class 1, Div 1 means that the gas will be there in a normal operating environment. So that's going to be very infrequently used place, or it's not going to be most places, but there are places, especially in refineries and chemical plants, where that gas is going to be there all the time. So that's going to be your Class 1 Div 1 situation. If you have a situation where the gas is not normally going to be there unless something goes wrong, that'll be considered Class 1 Div 2. So that's where gas should not normally be present, but it could be. So you need to make sure you have a hazardous location luminaire in that spot.
Awesome. No, that's really good info there. And then another real quick basic question. This lamp, just for our viewers out there, bypass or plug and play?
This is a bypassing of the ballast lamp. So you will need to bypass the ballast in your HID hazardous location luminaire.
So really great opportunity for to decrease your maintenance of these fixtures, since you're getting rid of the ballast and the lamp, 2 points of failure there. So really,
absolutely,
really good good info. And then what are we looking at here, Richard?
So this is just a little screenshot of the UL website. So I get questions, are you really UL? And I just want to emphasize again, yes, we have UL. And here is a screenshot of the, from my computer showing the actual listing we have there. So the category you can see there and our file number in our company there. So we do actually have UL listing of our hazardous location retrofit.
And UL, I mean, those guys are basically the safety pros out there in our industry, correct?
Yeah, they're the most well-known for the hazardous location area, especially United States. So yes, they're the most well-respected listing agency for this type of application.
Shout out to UL.
Not to disparage the other ones, but just in the hazardous world, they're more well-known. So as far as what can this thing retrofit, so unlike our ordinary location lamps, the hazardous location lamp is actually, every time we want to add a fixture, I have to go over to the UL headquarters. So I'm well known over there because I make lots of trips over there. And we actually do each individual fixture independently or each luminaire independently. So it's not a blanket retrofit. It can only be used in specific luminaires that I've done projects with UL on. So you can see here the 4 on your screen. You have the Crouse-Heinz Champ, the Appleton Mercmaster 2 and 3, and then the GE Filter Guard. Those are the 4 fixtures that we currently have a listing with UL that this lamp can be used to retrofit. And on the right side of your screen there, you can see 2 lamps that I currently have a project with UL on right now. It's ongoing, and we'll get it done here in the next few weeks. One is for the Killark Certalite 5, and the other one is for the Thomas & Betts HazLux. So we'll be adding those to our certification here very soon. And I'm sure Doug and the marketing team will blast that out once that's completed. But today we have 4, and in a very short amount of time, we'll have 6 fixtures where this lamp will be certified.
And the cool thing here is, I think later we'll talk about the collaborate region of the tournament, but this is really a collaboration between our company and our reps and our distributors. We did our research and identified the Killark and the Thomas & Betts, but prioritized the Appleton and Krause and GE due to the popularity, but we've identified needs for these fixtures to be certified with our lamp. So we've gone ahead and gotten those certified. So this is basically asking those of you listening, watching, if you have other Class 1 Div 2 fixtures out there that are not on this list, please reach out to myself, your regional manager. We'd like to know what you have out there that you're looking to retrofit and what the opportunity is, but really a collaborative effort as far as expanding our lineup here.
Absolutely.
I was going to say real quickly, Rich, I don't know if you saw a crazy fan, Light Efficient Design fan that ran right by me, but I have a quick question for you that he wanted me to ask you. Why is the temperature rating on the hazardous location lamp lower than our normal corn cob?
Well, first of all, Rebecca, we don't sell normal corn cobs. We sell highly engineered lamps. So just to set the record straight on that. And secondly, in the hazardous world, we cannot improve the actual temperature rating of the hazardous location luminaire by changing the light source. So the rating of our lamp is based upon the fact that that is the rating of most of the luminaires that are used in a hazardous location world. So that's the reason why it's slightly different than our ordinary location lamp.
Wow. Knocked that one out of the park, Richard. Nice job.
It's almost like I knew that was coming.
Oh my gosh. Richard, is this saying that we've been on some of these most popular TV shows like SNL? Is that what's going on here?
Absolutely. I don't know if you know that Ron Burgundy and I are close personal friends. I used to live in San Diego. But yeah, there is some fake news out there about our retrofits. And you can see some of those are highlighted here. So, one of the first ones that we've heard from some customers that they're being told that our product, is not UL, or if you retrofit a luminaire in the hazardous world, it's going to avoid the UL. And I'm here to tell you that is fake news. That is absolutely not true. I've worked closely with UL, and the fixture will maintain its UL rating. So I want to put that fake news to rest. The second one I've heard a lot about is the warranty, that if you retrofit an HID luminaire in a hazardous world, you're going to avoid the warranty. And I always find this one to be kind of amusing myself, just because if you look at the fine print of the warranty for most of those luminaires, it was a 1-year warranty. And if you're actually going to be looking at retrofitting your luminaire at this point in time, you probably didn't buy that luminaire as an HID light source in the last year. It's probably been out there for 5 to 10 years. So it's well beyond its original warranty anyways. So there's not really an issue with warranties around that. And we do offer a 5-year warranty on our lamp.
A little bit of good old-fashioned smoke and mirrors, I would have to say, on that warranty fake news.
Yeah, a lot of smoke, not as much mirrors probably in that one. And then sometimes we'll hear people say, yeah, it might even be UL. We'll give you that. They'll say, but the National Electric Code, there's no way the National Electric Code allows you to do that. And again, that's false. UL is not going to give you a listing on something that's going to violate the National Electric Code. That would not be in their best interest. So that's a false accusation that's out there as well. And then one of the things you'll hear sometimes is they'll say, you always have to buy all of your stuff from the original manufacturer. You're not allowed to buy things from other people when you're working on these luminaires. And that's another thing that's false, because if you think about it, when that HID lamp went out, you didn't go back to the original hazardous location luminaire guy and buy a lamp from him. You went to your local distributor to buy an HID lamp. If that ballast happened to go out, you would also go to your local distributor and buy a ballast from them. You weren't going back to the original manufacturer for those parts. And so when you retrofit, you don't have to buy a retrofit from them either. You can buy that high quality retrofit from us. So those are some of the fake news things that I've been hearing out there quite a bit since we've launched this product. But it's been going very well in the marketplace, and we've been able to put all this fake news to rest.
I love it. I love it. I'd say you one up the marketing department with your fake news slide here. Really some good newscasts there.
Well, I figure, I got to have a second career choice if something goes wrong here, because working out of my garage now, I always got to keep my options open. So I don't know if you can see
about. I said the same thing about doing these podcasts. Just expanding the resume here.
So while we're talking about the lamp here, I'll take my camera out of the holster here so you can just quickly see what's going on. I can't see what you're seeing, but I'm assuming you can still see everything just fine.
We'll coach you along if it gets rough.
Hopefully you can see here in my garage, I do happen to have 3 hazardous location luminaires hanging from my ceiling here. This is not UL listed mounting method by any means, but I wanted you to see that, even in my garage at home during the quarantine, I'm working and thinking about hazardous locations. So this one here happens to be an Appleton. This happens to be a Thomas & Betts. And over here, we have a Kraus-Heinz. And I've actually retrofitted this Thomas & Betts guy right here. So I have to reach up into the ceiling to turn this guy on. But hopefully that's not going to blind you right away. But that actually has in there right now our hazardous location retrofit lamp. And so without showing you where everything is going on, there used to be a ballast, and there still actually is a ballast up in there. And I just bypassed it. Wired directly to the lamp socket, and then able to put our high quality lamp right in there. And now I have a retrofitted hazardous location luminaire in my garage. So just to show you how that all works. So
does that
I
mean
live and breathe this stuff.
Does that mean that there's potential gases present?
Well,
I'm sorry, I had to.
we've eaten some interesting things here during the quarantine, so I'm gonna just have to say that what happens during the quarantine stays in the quarantine. That's all I'm going to say at this point in time.
I've been eating a lot of pizza rolls myself. If you don't have an air fryer, I highly suggest getting an air fryer. It takes pizza rolls to a whole nother level.
I'm going to have to keep that in mind, because pizza rolls is one of my go-to comfort foods. So I highly recommend it as well.
Delicious. So thank you. Thanks, Richard, for giving a great overview of what we're doing, but also giving us a nice show and tell there of the actual fixtures with our lamp. Really cool stuff.
Oh, glad to help out, and I hope everybody is really well informed about what we're doing here. And we look forward to working with you as our customers, to helping you when you have these hazardous locations get the right retrofit for your luminaire.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to move on to announcing the winners, but first, a word from our sponsor, Light Efficient Design.
So Light Efficient Design has these new A21, A23 retrofits ready to ship. These high output lamps put out anywhere between 2,000 and 5,000 lumens. Yeah, you heard that right. Close to 5,000 lumens. Frosted lens to reduce the glare. Multi-volt 120 through 277. They've got a 14, 20, 45, 35 watt unit with a range of Kelvin temperatures. IP64 rated, Energy Star rated, enclosed rated. They've got a wider light distribution than a typical bollard. Very, very exciting to share this with you today. Light Efficient Design distributors should definitely be stocking these. Back to you, Doug.
Thanks, Rebecca. And our first region that we're going to show the winners moving on to round 4 is the pin-based retrofits region. Let's see who's plugging and playing and moving on to round 4. So I'm really excited. I did a little research here over the weekend and realized that Carl from Gray Bar is in Canada. What's exciting is he is facing off against Brian from ElectroZad in Canada as well. This is our first, I think, Canada versus Canada matchup. So I'm really excited that we've got a little international mix here, but we also got an international showdown. So let's see who's moving on to round 4, and it is Brian from ElectroZad. Congratulations, Brian. Welcome to round 4. And then our next matchup, we've got Kevin from FSG against Parker from CED. Really common theme seems to be distributors with 3 letters. Let's see who's moving on to round 4. And it's Kevin from FSG prevailing over Parker. Welcome to round 4. Parker, thanks for participating in the madness. All right, next showdown is Sean from Yesco. We've got Northeast versus, I believe, Southeast, D from Lamp Sales. Rebecca, who do you like in this matchup?
I think it's going to be D.
You think it's going to be D? Richard, you're pretty non-biased here. Who do you think's moving on?
Well, just to be contrarian to Rebecca, I'm going to go with Sean because that name starts with S. So I think they're moving on in the Solera Madness.
Oh, I like it. I wasn't sure where the S thing was going, but you really connected the dots for us. Thanks, Richard. And moving on to round 4 is Sean. Sean from Yesco out in Pennsylvania. Congratulations, Sean. And thank you, Dee.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Great Netflix show. Really good show. Nailed it if you haven't seen it.
Richard, I was going to say, Richard, I've missed you so much in the office. You always make me laugh. I forgot about it, but thank you.
The last from the pin-based retrofits to move on to round 4 between, we've got Michael from Dunn Electric in upstate New York versus Brent from Madison Electric. And moving on is Michael C. from Dunn Electric. Congratulations, Michael. Welcome to the round of 32. And now a quick word from Light Efficient Design. Light Efficient Design is durable and easy to install temporary worksite lights are the best in the game. Why? Well, the large ones come with a 20 or 35-foot cord to allow for easy daisy chain and installation. That's crazy. Even comes with a remote control that can turn on or off the lights at the end of the night. And if you don't need all those bells and whistles, it's okay because the new LED 9009, AKA Agent 009, takes out some of those bells and whistles and is more of a price fighting type work light. And if you haven't seen it yet, check out the string light, 50 feet of light, connect up to 10 sets for 500 feet total, all on one incoming power feed. That's crazy. Thank you, Light Efficient Design, for your sponsorship. We couldn't be here without you. Our next region, Rebecca?
Yes, so let's unveil the contestants moving into the round of 32 for the Solar Lights region.
This is the hometown region here, the Solar Lights and Solar Madness. We've got Joel from Desert States out in Arizona, our rep, versus Bill from Standard Electric in the Northeast. This is our first rep distributor matchup. Let's see who's moving on. And it's Bill from Standard Electric. Congratulations. Our next matchup, this is an international one. We've got Tyler from Alabama at Clower, and then Kirk from Gillivan in Canada. I'll have you guys weigh on this one. It's our first international matchup of the day. Who do you guys like?
Well, I'm going to go with Tyler because it's springtime and flower rhymes with clower. So I'm going with Tyler.
I'm sorry, Rebecca, but I'm going to have to go against you again on this one too, because Kirk kind of reminds me of Kirk Heinrich. He used to be a point guard for the Bulls before they actually got Derrick Rose. So I think with his basketball pedigree there, I think he's going to take this region.
Wow. Great analysis from you guys both. The anticipation's killing me now. And the winner, moving on to round 4, is Tyler from Clower.
Oh, come on!
Wow. That's big, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's an upset or not. I mean, the way Richard told the story, it seems like it is. But congratulations, Tyler. Welcome to round 4. Now we've got another international matchup. Another guy from Grey Bar in Canada, Sean, versus Kyle from Gillivan. Let's see who's moving on here. It is Sean from Grey Bar advancing to the round of 32. Congratulations, Sean, and thank you, Kyle, for your participation. Our last, I think the last one, I'm not keeping count here, but we got Bill from Scott Electric in Pennsylvania versus Andrew from Kirby Risk in Indiana. A little Indy, Pennsylvania showdown. What do you guys like here?
Well, Bill is one of our LED champions, so I'm going with the guy Bill.
And Doug, this is the first time I'm actually going to have to agree with Rebecca, because Bill just reminded me of our grand prize here. It's a $500 bill. So I think that he's got a chance to go off and claim his namesake here.
Well, I would say Bill being an LED champion is also like the equivalent to being a McDonald's All-American. So Bill is highly favored here. Let's see if Bill's moving on over Andrew from Kirby. And he is. Congratulations, Bill C, LED champion. If you want to know more about the LED champion program, reach out to myself or Rebecca. We're here to help. And now, a quick advertisement from Solera Solar Light.
All right, what eye-opening photos of Solera solar lights illuminating areas where there is no power. I'm seeing projects where they had power but wanted to go solar. But seeing is believing, folks. Thank you to those who sent in photos to show just how powerful Solera solar fixtures can brighten up an area. We're talking statues and flagpoles, dog parks, billboards, steps on a staircase. If there's something in the dark, light-efficient design can light it up. Back to you, Doug.
Actually, I'm going to go deflection shield. Rebecca, introduce us to our next region.
All right. So yeah, let's unveil the contestants advancing to round 4 in the Collaborate region.
Here's that region I referenced earlier. We got Bill from Lamp Sales versus Adam from Voss Lighting. Moving on to the round of 32 is Adam from Voss Lighting. Congratulations, and Bill, thank you for your participation in the madness. All right, we've got Logan from CED versus Drew from Mayer Electric. I don't know too much here. Let's just get to it. See who we got. It's Logan. Logan with the win over Drew. Congratulations. Our next matchup, we've got another Drew from Annixter, Carrie from Crescent. Could we have 2 Drews moving on in the Collaborate region? What are your guys' thoughts?
Well, since I can't think of a single NBA player that starts with Drew right offhand, I think the chances of them having back-to-back wins is pretty slim.
Well, I'm thinking of Uncle Drew, Kyrie Irving's alter ego. No?
All right, I'll give you that one, but that's kind of a stretch.
All right, moving on to round 4 is Uncle Drew. Uncle Drew from Annixter. Congratulations. Not sure if Drew's technically an uncle or not, but either way, in this tournament, Uncle Drew moves on. And our last matchup, we've got Ben G from Van Meter in Iowa versus Josh from Voss, another Voss participant. Rebecca, you want to weigh in here on the last winner from the Collaborate region?
This is tough, but I'm going to go with Ben.
You like Ben.
Is that
Richard,
Ben Gordon? Is that Ben Gordon, the former shooting guard from the Bulls?
It might be. It might be.
UConn graduate?
Is that who you're going with? I like the reasoning.
I think that's a pretty solid pick right there.
That's what I was thinking too.
Ben just gets buckets. And gets whatever point system we have in this thing. But moving on to round 4 is, you guys got it. Ben from Van Meter, Ben Gordon, shooter. Shooter's going to shoot. All right. And now another light efficient design. They just buy all our advertising. I love these guys. Just fantastic. Rebecca, take this one away.
So Light Efficient Design puts together these monthly pro workshop webinars. Learn, connect, sell better. They provide company and industry updates, new product releases, case studies, and more. Participate in quizzes and Q&As to learn even more. Contact Rebecca Healy for more information. Back to you, Doug.
Thank you, and I'll take this one. We're going to the Innovate region, one of my personal favorites, because that's what we do here at Light Efficient Design. We innovate. And the first contestant moving on to the round of 32 from the Innovate region, actually, Rebecca, I got to have you weigh in. I see an LED champion here. What do you think?
I know. I'm so excited. And he's always attending our Pro Monthly Workshop webinars. So I know he's gonna do it. He's gonna nail it.
He's a blue chip. We got a blue chip. Let's see if Evan can move on over Christian. And he does. He does. Congratulations, Evan. Evan from FSG in Austin, and thank you, Christian, for your participation. All right, we've got Kevin from French Girlman versus Eric from Voss. Moving on to the round of 32 is Kevin. Kevin from French Girlman. Congratulations and welcome to round 4. It's crazy that there's like 4 rounds plus a couple more. It's a big thing here. We've got William from QED versus Brent from Madison. Let's see who we got winning this one. And the winner is William from QED out west. Congrats, William. Welcome. I like that name, actually. That's my middle name for anybody that is wondering what the W in DWK at led-llc.com stands for. It's William. It's my grandpa's name. All right. The last one, we'll get you guys to weigh in here. When I first saw Zach, I don't know. I just saw Pac. I was thinking I don't know. Anyways, we got James from Jex Pro versus Zach from Sequel. Who do you guys like?
Well, I guess I'll weigh in first here. It looks like James Worthy there from Jex Pro, the North Carolina grad, played with Michael Jordan. He was a pretty good ball player. In fact, I think he was elected to the Hall of Fame, so I think he's got a pretty good chance here moving on. James Worthy there from Jex Pro.
Well, I know that on the back of like sports jerseys, you have their last name on it, but I totally could see Zach T. It's like Zach T's in the house, so I'm going with Zach, totally.
Really rolls off the tongue pretty quickly and powerful. Let's see who's moving on, and it's our last entry into the round of 32, and it is James Worthy from Jex Pro. Congratulations, James W. We'll go with that because we're not sure about the worthy part, but you are certainly worthy of advancing to the round of 32. That was a lot of fun, Richard. We might have to invite you back for some future rounds. I really loved the insights that you gave and how closely they related to the actual people in the contest. It was unprecedented. Lastly, we've got Solaris Solar Lighting's Hybrid 365 LED solar area light. 365 nights of light guaranteed, primarily powered by the sun, but backed up by line voltage. Solaris Solar Lighting, free to shine, coming soon, very, very soon. Keep a lookout. Richard, thanks for being on the LED cast today. Rebecca, crushed it as always. For everybody joining, thanks for hanging out with us. If you want to hang out a little bit longer, we're going to talk a little bit about something that a lot of people can relate to, and it's a campaign that Richard and I started along with somebody else at our company called the Don't Reply All Campaign 2020. Really targeting those people that love hitting that reply all, even if there's hundreds of people on the email. Richard, you actually started a fun little thing, a little contest that we have going on. You want to tell the viewers what we're doing? Sure.
I thought it would be a better way to deal with the issue, to have a little bit of fun with it than trying to just, put out a memo that said, hey, don't reply all. Be nice to everybody type of thing. That can take all the fun out of it. So I challenged all the other vice presidents at Light Efficient Design that whoever's department had the most, either sending an email out to a huge list in the 2-line or replying to all to an email that had a whole bunch of names in the 2-line, that the loser of that contest, they're going to have to sing at our August departmental or our August leadership meeting their college fight song. So it's kind of a little bit of a twist on what a lot of professional teams like to do. They like to have the rookies have to stand up during a lunch during training camp and sing their college fight song. So keeping with the whole sports theme, I thought it would be a fun little twist just to challenge everybody on that. And since I have one of the smaller departments and my guys don't really use email that much anyways, I thought it was a shoe in for me to move on without having to sing. It was a great way for me to have fun and guarantee that there was probably no way I was going to lose.
Yeah, the two Mikes, Mike Starr, VP of Operations, and Mike Boyd, VP of Sales. They're in the lead right now for having to sing their fight song. They also have the largest teams at the company, so I like our chances, Richard. But yeah,
Hey, Doug, can you stop sharing your screen?
Oh yeah. Let's bring it back to Richard's garage, and Rebecca's took a quick trip to San Fran, Golden Gate Bridge. Must be on top of a mountain with that kind of view.
Yeah, the air flights are very, very inexpensive right now.
Yeah, but you know, my favorite reply all is when you get somebody that just says thank you, and it's just like, you know, it's probably not a bad thing to say thank you to the person that sent the email, but you know, at our company, we've got 60 something people on the team email, and you know, getting that thank you, it's like, you know, no thanks. Like, I'm good, right? It's just
yeah, that went along with like the happy birthday email when you know somebody sends out an email to the entire company that says happy birthday, Doug, and then the next thing I see is another person saying happy birthday, Doug, and then a third person, happy birthday, Doug. You know, my name's not Doug. I don't need to be wished happy birthday 14 times.
right.
Hey, yes, a birthday boy 5 days ago. You had a birthday, didn't you, Richard?
Yes, I did. But thankfully, nobody sent me an email like that, so that's a good thing.
Did somebody
I did.
text you? Did somebody text you, though? Happy birthday?
Yes, you did, Rebecca. Thank you for that birthday wish. So
I think
thank you
somebody
very
called.
much.
I think somebody called you as well.
Yes, Doug, you did call me to ask me about this webinar coming up. And the birthday might have slipped in there at some point in time as well. Yes, but yeah, I think I did talk to you as well.
And I believe you got a happy birthday announcement on our Illuminate program from Edison von Lumen.
Yeah, it is kind of neat to get a cartoon character wishing you a happy birthday. Nothing puts a smile on your face like Edison von Lumen happy birthday.
See, you got it from all angles. So, and we were able to avoid a bunch of reply all happy birthdays to Richard on his birthday last Friday. So, Richard, been a ton of fun. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for having some fun, teaching, you know, educating our viewers out there on what we're doing with Hazardous. Really exciting stuff, really innovative, to say the least. So appreciate it. Thanks, Rebecca. Check us out. Again, we'll probably be coming back out on Monday or Tuesday of next week as we advance winners to the Solaris 16. Exciting stuff, guys. Be good. Take care.
Bye, Richard. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Doug. Bye, Rebecca. Good night, John Boy.
And that's probably where we'll cut it. So yeah.